Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Also, I would like to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It is a full moon reading, but it is still going to be general. For some of you, the whole thing will resonate. For others, only parts of it will. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You should be watching your sun or rising sign for the moon reading, okay? Either will work. Rising is the actual sign that should be used, but your zodiac sign, your sun sign, that will work as well. The key energies of this full moon in Capricorn on June 24th, depending on where you're living, it's going to be June 25th in Sydney. The key energies of this full moon are effort, healing, seeking, and completion. Now, the good news is this is not an eclipse moon, so the intensity drops down a little bit, and we're no longer going through the Saturn-Uranus clash that we were going through with the last one. So you can breathe a little bit easier, but make no mistake, we're still dealing with the aftermath of all of that went on from the previous new moon eclipse and full moon eclipse. The energy of those two can still, at this point in time, can still be a very tense time for us, especially if you don't look after yourself. So treat yourself this month, a candlelit bath or music, meditation. Just do the things you love to do, things that make you feel good, because that's what's going to help you move through this energy and come out the other side. Now, this full moon is in the sign of Capricorn, but it's straddling the opposite sign of Cancer, okay? So this axis is about work versus family. So use this full moon to think about how you're dealing with all of that in your life. Working mothers will always have guilt about not giving their kids or their partner the time that they deserve, or being decisive about getting home on time and missing out on opportunities at work because they're seen as too invested in their private life. This applies to working fathers too, absolutely, okay? So this month, it's kind of about trying to strike a better balance between those two. And the full moon, it's going to be bringing up a tug of war. And it's just there to force us working parents to deal with it. It's also a good week for hard work. And if you're signing off on a big work project, you're doing it at the perfect time, okay? Okay, so now getting into the Moonology cards, we've got full moon, surrender to the divine. It's all about letting go, surrendering to the process, moving forward in the flow. Don't fight it, don't buck it, just let it be. Oh, I forgot to light my candles. Now that's done. Okay, so we have the full moon here. And then, of course, we have the full moon in Capricorn. This is the end of a tough cycle. Yeah, no kidding. I had a really tough cycle. You all know about it. But I read your comments as well. And wow, there was a lot of you out there, especially Virgos, that went through the same kind of tough cycle that I went through. Some of you even mimicked it to the point where it was about your pet, just like it was for me. So that tells me that this is very divinely set up and planned, part of the blueprint, so to speak. But the lesson to be learned from that last full moon eclipse, this is what I got. This is the message, the information that I got. It was about, for those of you that were feeling like you weren't being heard, or you weren't being taken seriously, you weren't looked upon as though you fit in, that you had anything of value to say. It was about coming to the realization that it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. What matters is that you know what you need, you know what you want, you know what needs to be heard by you and those that you love that are very close to you. And that's all that matters. Even if no one hears you except for you, stand up for what you believe in, everybody, and move forward with it, regardless of what anyone else thinks or feels about what you're speaking or what your truth is. This is about you, not anyone or anything else. Okay, so that's the Moonology cards here. I want to get into now the separate zodiac readings, so let's get to it. Okay, Leo, it is your turn for the your reading for this full moon, June 24th. This full moon is in your 6th house, and according to Yasmin Boland, the lady that is the creator of the Moonology deck, if you're one of the lucky ones, this is a full moon when you're going to see yourself for who you really are, your good points and your flaws. And you can decide to do something about your flaws if you choose. This is going to be all about the daily life that you lead. This full moon is going to make you take a look at where you're at, where you're headed, if you're living healthily, exercising, getting enough sleep, and if not, this full moon is your annual chance to start taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, and your spirit. Interesting. You know, it really does seem to be a moon about self and nurturing and care, nourishment, compassion and kindness for you. Not so much about other people. Okay, so we're going to get some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. All the decks are listed below. If you click on the title of this video, the description box will drop down. That's where all the decks are listed and the link to this extended video. Your first card out. Ooh, Queen of the Moon herself. Sovereignty. Look at that. What a beautiful card. Card number 41, which breaks down to a 5. It's all about change. It can also represent conflict, and the conflict can be inner or outer, okay? It can be within you, it can be outside of you in other people. The next card you have is a number 3, and I don't think I've had this card out of this deck yet. 3s are all about your expansion, your growth, your evolvement. This is the waxing crescent 1 moon, and it's all about realization. And once we get all of them out, I'll take a look at timelines and we'll see just exactly when all of this is going to be taking place for you, okay? Next card out. Egg Moon. Trust. The Egg Moon is in the spring. It is, now don't quote me on this, I think it's March, it might be April, but regardless, it's a moon prior to where we're at. So this tells me that there likely was an issue around trust back in March or April or May, whichever month it is. I think it's actually March though, but like I said, it really doesn't matter. It's just previous. Now it's card 32. Again, it breaks down to a 5. It's all about change and possible conflict. Ooh, steamy. Now you've got the hot moon card. Number 34 breaks down to a 7. That is a very divine number. Divine intervention, divine guidance, extremes. You could be going from one extreme to the other here at this full moon, Leo. From good to bad, bad to good. Okay, so let's take a look at the timing here. Okay, so there is no timeline with the Queen of the Moon card. Okay, that's just the Queen of the Moon. But the Queen of the Moon card, sovereignty, this is all about you taking back your power, Leo. This is supreme power, authority, governing of your own life and possibly someone else's. This could be you taking charge and just moving forward, charging forward, and getting what you want, going after what you want. Okay. Waxing Crescent 1. This is July 11th. And the egg moon is actually in April, okay, the end of April. So I'm going to leave her there. No, you know what? I am going to move it. I'm going because I think it's pertinent. So we'll do that. And the hot moon actually is the June moon, the one that I'm reading for, June 24th. Interesting. So that goes there. And the realization card goes there. So you start out with the egg moon. It's all about trust. Something happened around the end of April that broke your, what Spirit's telling me is it broke your bond in trust. So those of you that are in a relationship or were in a relationship at the end of April, something happened and it broke the trust. Now that could be a romantic relationship. It could be a business relationship. It could be you and a family member. It could be anybody that you would trust in your life. And then all of a sudden something happens and you're no longer able to trust them, okay? Then you move into the Queen of the Moon, the Sovereignty card. This is all about, you know, trust was broken, but you gain your power back. You decide to stand in your authentic self and your power. You take it back because of whatever this is that broke your trust. You decide you're taking your power back and you're going to direct your life and yourself in the way that you want to go. And I think this full moon coming up here is going to be an ending for you somewhere in your life. You close out something. You let go of something. You release something. And then you come to the realization. So this could just be you releasing a way of thinking, a way of being. And it opens you up. The Waxing Crescent 1, like I said, is July 11th. So you come to some very, I'm going to say very divinely guided realization. This is almost like, look at this. It looks like a portal, but it's in the shape of a keyhole. It's the key to something. Whatever this is, this realization, it's a key for you, moving you forward. And now I want to get other cards and see what these are all about. So, okay, now we're going to get some Light Seers tarot cards to see if we can figure out just exactly what all of this is about. Okay, first card out. Ah, yeah, see? 8 of Cups. This no longer serves you. You're turning your back. You're walking away. The trust is gone, and you take charge. You take your power back, and you make that decision to walk away, to let go. Now, I don't know if you've made this decision as of yet, because I don't have a date on this card, right? This one, your trust was broken back somewhere around the end of April. Now, give or take some time, right? It could have been the beginning of April, the end of March. It could be into the end of May. Who knows? But somewhere around the end of April, your trust was broken with somebody. And it made you make this decision. You step into your power in such a big way here. This is huge. This is supreme power, not just power. This is authority. This is this. God, it. And it's like, no more. No more. Wow. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Now this sits on top the Sovereignty card and the Extremes. And this hot moon in the Extremes card is this full moon here. The Seven of Pentacles. This is all about, you know, he's reflecting. He's taking a look at this little plant and what he can't see, because this is, you know, this is cut in half this way. He can't see that. He can't see any of this. These are all the seeds that he's planted. And then he watered everything and he fertilized it and he weeded the garden and all the roots started to take hold and up comes this little plant. So he's reflecting, he's looking at what he's created here. And he's reflecting. Is it worth all the effort I put into it? Do I keep it going? I feel like that's where you're at. You step into your power, absolutely. But right around this full moon, even right around now, it could be happening now. I'm doing this reading. What is the date today? I think it's the 14th today. So, I mean, this could be happening now, that, you know, you're reflecting, you're thinking, is it worth it? Is it worth all the effort to keep this going, whatever this is? And then you have the Sun card, your card, Leo. Now this sits on the Extremes card, the Hot Moon Extremes card, and the Realization card, the key. This key, whatever this is, opens up this whole new world for you, this new way of being, and look at what it does. It makes you so happy, so happy. It's around this full moon. I think you're releasing something and coming to the realization of something else, and it's what brings your happiness back to you. Now, I don't know if that's, you know, with this same person that broke your trust, or maybe you broke their trust. You know, it could go either way. If you broke their trust, maybe they made your life a living hell, threatening to walk away, and maybe they didn't, and now you're going, okay, you know what, enough of this. I'm taking my power back. I'm going to end this. If you're not going to, I'm not going to be treated like this. It's not worth the effort or the time that I'm putting in. I want to be happy. Or just say. Okay, now we're going to get a Gaia Oracle, a couple of Gaia Oracle cards. Hidden path, yes. See, and this portal opening up, whatever this is, it's hidden to you. It is shown to you eventually because it becomes a realization, but at the current moment, up right here, you can't see it. It's not a realization yet. Card number 34 breaks down to a 7. Again, divine guidance, divine intervention, divine, period. Hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Wow. The realization could be you connecting spiritually to divine. Really getting a clear understanding of your life and where you want it to be. It sits on top the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like walking away, you find a new way of being, a new direction to go in. And it brings bliss. Literally, this is the card of joy and bliss. It does not get any happier than that. And that is your card. Card number 24 breaks down to a 6. So it's all about love, eternal love, as a matter of fact, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. This could be you walking away from where you're at and walking into the arms of your eternal soulmate. And this sits on the 7 of Pentacles and the Sun card. Interesting. Let's get an Island Time Wellness card. Don't forget, this full moon also is all about surrendering to the divine, right? You've got a few 7s in here too, so you are definitely being divinely guided. But it also brings the end of a tough cycle. And that could be that portal opening up. The ending of a tough cycle, and you walk through to something brand new that makes you so, so happy. Oh my God. It couldn't be more perfect. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. This is what I'm saying. I think you make the decision to walk away from whatever it is you're in, who you're with, where you're at. I don't know what it is. I think you've made the decision, or you are about to make that decision to go to somebody else, somebody that you believe to be your eternal soulmate. Okay, we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card now, so I can put that back. Be grateful for what you now have. Just finding the positivity within your life. I know if you're going through what I think some of you might be going through, you know, the mistrust, the walking away, making the decision to walk away and move toward somebody else and start over, that's not easy. That's very scary. It's hurtful. It's painful. It's devastating. So what Spirit is saying here is, don't let it pull you under. Be grateful for what you already have. Find the things in your life that you're happy about, that you're happy with, and focus on those. The rest will work itself out. The last thing you want to do is focus on the negative and have more of that come your way, I'm sure. And besides, Leos are pretty happy people. They choose happiness over all else. So I can't see that really being a problem for a Leo. You hold the key to their heart, whoever this is. You do hold the key to their heart. Interesting. Whoever this eternal soulmate is, you may be unsure of them and the direction moving toward them, but you do hold the key to their heart. So I would say you don't have to worry. And now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card. I don't know if I told you that or not, but that was Synchronicity Oracle. Sorry, guys. The decks are listed below also, don't forget. That was a very strange cut. One card. Spirit definitely wanted this card. Let's see why. Oh my God, Leo. Card number 28, it breaks down to a 10, which is all about endings. And then it breaks down to a 1, which is about new beginnings. And it says, the union of hearts, a love connection defies explanation. You cannot make this stuff up. Spirit is on top of this. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, let's get a Soul's Journey card for you. friendship. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. That's for someone specific out there, I'm sure. Okay, now we're going to get a Priestess of Light oracle card for you. Achievement. Card number 49 breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to 13, by the way, is a twin flame number. You do have eternal soulmate here. And 13 breaks down to a 4, which is all about stability and foundations and building one that's solid, that is not going to break down. Because when you build a solid foundation, obviously you can build anything on it and it will stay. You build a shoddy foundation and it's going to break down and crumble over time. But this is achievement. Big buffalo here in this picture. Wow. Effort plus intention. You have a very strong intention and effort behind it, Leo. I can feel it. When you guys decide you want something, there's no stopping you. I think you've made that decision. Okay, card number 49. It says, the priestess of the white buffalo stands shoulder to shoulder with the mighty beast, bringing a message about the direction of your life. She reveals that you will achieve success by aligning your conscious intentions with the drive and energy that you focus on your goals. Some people have clear, specific intentions, yet their efforts fall short due to confusion, misdirection, or even just laziness. Others put a lot of effort into their lives, but their intentions are unclear or even full of doubt. The message here is to bring the two together in a lucid and logical way. Understand your true intentions and take responsibility for the effort you put into them every day. Buffalo are methodical in their movement, and they have humps on their shoulders, symbolic of the ability to carry heavy loads. This represents the systematic energy needed when attempting to bring your intentions to fruition. Abundant success is assured when you apply planned and patient effort to the intentions that truly resonate with your heart. Since the white buffalo is so sacred and rare, this card brings a special message. It's time to raise your intentions and take your effort to a higher level. Bring prayer to your path and you will ignite the unlimited abundance that this beautiful creature signifies. Wow. You got a lot of good things coming your way, Leo. All you got to do is get your intention and your effort working in the same direction, going after the same thing. I just looked at the timer on the video and it was 1919, which breaks down to 10:10, and 10:10 is go time. Go time. Wow. Okay, so I want to ask your guides and spirit what it is that you can or need to do around this to have this manifest the way you want it to manifest. Whatever this is that you want to manifest, let's figure out how to do this, okay? So we're going to do that in the extended version. By the way, this is your bonus reading for when my dog was really sick. I got way behind and I still have not done your reading for that spirit reading. I'm not sure if it will get out, but this is to make up for that, okay? Because you shouldn't be having a full moon reading right now. So this is a bonus. It's a I'm sorry that took place, and hopefully this makes up for it kind of deal. You know what? Actually, I want to get one more card for you. I want to get a motivation manifesto card for you. Hang on. Okay, it says, we do not need more time. We need a stronger reason to act so that we use time more effectively. Wow. I don't think that card's ever come out. We do not need more time. We need a stronger reason to act so that we use time more effectively. I think you have that stronger reason to act. I think it's right here. The trust issue. Sending out a big hug to those of you that this is about a mistrust issue and, you know, having to walk away from somebody, because like I said earlier, that's never easy. I don't care what the reason is, it's never easy. Okay, so we are going to go into the extended and we're going to figure this out for you. Again, click on the title of this video. It'll drop down the description box. The link is there, as well as the decks are listed there. Those of you that are going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.